And obviously, government wants development to take place. They've registered the fact that they want to promote brownfield development, the sites that you're struggling with locally. And therefore, there is an impetus from the centre, from the top down into the local authorities that they too have to promote those sites, irrespective of the arguments and the reasoning behind it. Either can ignore some of the evidence and the data, because development itself is good, they say. That's the gain, and we can then sort out the other problems afterwards. So these are the sorts of questions, and they're not the only questions that you would use and pose for appraisal work. But really what we want to do is just start at the top and see what we understand. Now, this is about change. The markets change. And the green line is what we call the viability cycle. Anything above the red line is viable. We deliver the affordable housing. And as you can see, what happened in terms of the financial crash was that development became unviable and nothing happened. We had stalled development. And to get out of that, the government, for a short period of time, said to local planning authorities, you've got to reduce the affordable housing requirements. And this would help development to be kick-started. The viability cycle improved because the market improved. In some places, it took nearly 10 years for it to get back to some kind of normal position. So places like Manchester, Leeds, Northern England, it took them 10 years. In London, it took 2.5 years to get back to where they were in 2007-8. So it depends upon where you are in space in terms of the power of the dynamic of the market about viability. So a lot of local authorities really struggled to deliver their affordable housing requirements because of the viability cycle. The markets didn't recover sufficiently. We're now 2024. The markets are very different from the period in the past. We haven't got to the high levels of 2006 or 2005, but we're on the way to do that. And therefore, in that sense, the viability cycle has come round in terms of being positive, and the scheme should be deliverable, irrespective of the short-term setbacks we've got over the last 2 or 3 years.